Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MoonBabes Monday Night Live. I am Sonia G, and we're doing this again because we had a charger situation. So I am here, and I'm going to wait for you guys to come on, and we're going to chat about the energy. So let me pin a comment as you guys come on. Hey, you guys, thanks for joining again. I got my charger and things are going to work. Maybe, possibly. Why is it? We're going to try this. Una más. How's everybody doing? I love finding out where you guys are from. So do you want to put that in the comments? Let me know where you guys are joining from. It's so fun to know that we connect so incredibly from all around the world. So I am sitting tonight is happy new moon in Aquarius to everyone. It's a brand new beginning. And look, this is where I just had my meditation. I have to show you in a better way, but because the lighting is restricted. But look. I had my glove with me for everyone, representing the world. And we sent out love to everyone for MoonBabes Society. We sent out that inner child kind of love to everyone. Hey, from Orlando, Ohio, Fort Wayne. Yay! See, you guys, Salt Lake City. Yay! San Diego currently. Betsy, I love it. You travel all over. Hello. Oh my gosh, I love seeing you guys jump on and where you're from. California, Massachusetts, yay! All right, the United States are fully represented. Well, maybe not fully, but still. And as you guys come on, that's awesome to know. So we sent out love from MoonBabes Society. During our meditation tonight, we did a meditation that got to our inner child, and we sent out love to the whole entire world. So if you felt a burst of love, hopefully we made an impact and we radiated it out. So it's awesome that we get to do this work together, you guys. So if you weren't on the last little bit of a live that actually got cut off, look, I'll show you. This is my inner child picture that I chose to work with. And we did this whole beautiful meditation on giving ourselves love, and we created a poster. And this is the kind of work that I talk about when I say, hey, this energy is coming in and we need to do work, and you got to do the energy work. It's really about diving in, going deep, allowing yourself to feel the feelings, the fears, the stuff, all the yuckies, if there's yucky stuff, right? And just allowing yourself to honor your feelings and where you are without listening to your critical voices in your head that always, tell you stuff like you're not good enough and you don't even know what you're doing and all that. And doing that work, allowing yourselves to go deep and then transmuting that and allowing the light to go where the yucky stuff was, because you don't need to carry it around anymore. And that's really what this moon is about. It's about like letting go, goodbye, adios, bad habits. Okay, we are anchoring in our new reality, our new choices, all of those choices that we were presented with, that we had to do. We went through a hard phase of hard choices, you guys. New life. It feels like it's a new life. We're embracing it. We're making new choices. We're making higher choices, elevated choices. And now we get to anchor that in and make it real. And it's actually, I'm going to tell you something. This morning when I meditate, when I meditated this morning, every morning I go in and I tune into the grid, the light grid of the planet. And that's how I say I check the weather. I check the energetic weather. So if you guys are light workers, if you are way showers, grid keepers, star seeds, all you light workers, chances are if you're on this live right now, it's because you need to hear this, right? Muscles and Mom Life says, you are speaking to my soul right now. See, case in point. Exactly. So you can plug in energetically to the new earth grid Okay, the 5D grid, the new energy, the higher energy field that is formed all around our planet. And it's this grid of light. And it's crystalline, just luminescent, beautiful light. And you can plug in, and then with your third eye, you can go in and look, and you can see what's happening. And it's been becoming more and more dense, as in the light is stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's becoming more and more real. And I've been like watching this happen for the past couple of years, in terms of like the grid went through phases, and it went from gold light to crystalline light to rainbow light, and then we went into like it becomes like stronger. There's just more light, and more light makes it dense. Like, our world, everything that we have in our world, like this, right? We feel like it's solid, but nothing is really solid, because everything is energy and everything is vibrating. So think of it this way. Then the light grid that's on top of our planet, where our 5D is, it's light right now, but as you have more light and more light and more light, it becomes actually solid, where we can land on it. And so today, when I meditated, right, this is new earth, you guys, this is new earth, this is where we're going. This is where the 5D bus is going, if you hear me talking about the 5D bus. So this is where we're energetically shifting to. This is where those of us that are doing this work, we're tipping the scale of the planet. We're going over, and we are creating our new world. And so this morning when I meditated, it's so thick, like the light is so strong, it's so thick. And I could see people that are truly starting to shift. Like, it was amazing. What I could see was that it was like people were being, people were just ascending, in a sense, literally, dimensionally speaking, and they were going from like this realm that was darker and not as brilliant up, like almost like if somebody was to pull you up from the sea and going up on top of the light. And like all of a sudden you could breathe and you could see in these beautiful, bright, brilliant colors. It was just amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. More and more people are landing on the 5D. It's amazing. It's amazing. So because this is happening, being lifted, hey you guys, so lifted as in like, it's like your higher self. It's like your, in this meditation that we just had in MoonBabes Society, I said, it's like your higher self is like your reinforcements, right? It's like your troops. It's your army of light. Your higher self and your angels, they're all helping you. We are always supported. We're never really doing it alone. We have, all these different sides of ourselves that help us through this process, through this ascension process. And so it's like, we're pulling ourselves, and it feels like we're doing this amazing work to lift ourselves up and to really let go of the anchors and the things that are keeping us into this, older reality, denser reality. And we're lifting off, but know that on the other side, we're being helped. So it's like as soon as you jumped, there's somebody that's like helping you, like, hey. And so we're being helped, and that's really the visual. And there's just so much energy on the other side that's helping us transitions. There's all of our family of light that's there to help. There's all of our galactic friends. There's everybody. It's like, come on up. Let me help you up. And that's what it looks like physically, but energetically, it looks like we are shedding our old beliefs. We are shedding old programs. We're shedding all the things that have to go, that are keeping us, anchored into these old timelines, all these like wounds and just darker energy and like deeper, like lower vibrational energy. We want to honor it. We want to transmute it. We want to thank it for having carried us through this time, but then we want to jump into our next level. And that's really how to do it. Sometimes you can't make sense of it. You just have to feel into it. You have to do the work. You will have to do the work. This is the reason why I started MoonBabes Society, so that I could help, do this work with you guys and hold you through it through this year. This is a huge transformational year. In fact, someone, okay, what are you guys saying on here? Going, gone, feeling so light and tingly. Yay, Mary, so happy. You guys, yes, you guys are feeling it. Mary was on our MoonBabes Society. So many of you that are in MoonBabes Society are here. Throw me a moon emoji if you are in, not throw me, but type in a moon emoji if you are in MoonBabes Society so I can recognize you guys. And then Lilith Sun 1 says, stop smoking weed. That is a great thing to do this year because we need to learn how to get high on our own energy. Okay, so stop using all the things that were getting you to shift in any other way besides your own energy. Because you guys, and yay, Moon Maid, yes. And that you guys, some of you guys are saying, no, don't stop that. So Nina, yes, you're a MoonBabe Society. Yay, I'm seeing all the moons. Yay. I love it. So, it's really, here's the thing. It's not that things are bad. It's not the plant medicine and like all of that. I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is when you go to 5D, you have got to learn how to work with your own energy, and that's it. So if you know how to get high on your own energy, which you can use your breath, you can work with your energy. And if you're using something else from the outside in, then you're not doing it, right? You're not doing it because it's a substance. It's something else that's helping you. But if you learn how to harness your own energy, then you're not depending on anybody else. This is about becoming self-reliant, energetically self-reliant. You don't need a healer. You don't need anybody else. You just need you, and you got yourself, and you know exactly what to do. And, you know, sometimes you're going through a hard time. There's a lot of people, I have all sorts of orbs and sparkles of light in my house right now. It's amazing. So, and again, this is just high on my own energy, right? Maybe a little incense. No, I'm teasing. That doesn't count. So, yes, Moon Maid, I've been getting so high on meditation. Exactly. Be high on life, Mary. Yes, thank you guys. Precious Anna, I stopped smoking weed 13 years ago. Great job. I never did. I tried it once and it didn't work out. So, I stopped smoking a week or so ago. Amazing. Good job. And the thing is, and it's not a judgment thing. It's just a matter of fact that, you know, a lot of people feel like they need something outside of themselves in order to conquer these, like, you know, the dark night of the soul, or these like moments that are so hard where you have to literally shift energetically. You don't need anything outside of yourself. It's all inside of you, right? Just like it's like the universe is inside of you. Everything is inside of you. You can create your own alchemical reactions inside of you. You need your breath, you need your intention, and you need your mindset. We are the magic. So when you learn how to use these things inside of you, then, you know, you don't have to rely on anything else. That, my friends, is freedom. When you can do it anytime. You can, you know, you're having a bad day and you're like, oh, I know how to turn this around. I don't need a coffee. I don't need a drink. I don't need alcohol. I don't need to smoke. I don't need any of that. I got this, right? I'm going to turn this around all on my own. That's power. And that's empowering. So when you can do that and then you can, you know, shift yourself, then that's when things start to change and a whole new world starts to open up, because how many more possibilities you have ahead of you. Okay. Interesting. So it's, if you are currently, you know, using different substances, plant-based or whatever, you know, just check in, just see, just try it out. Try it out and see how you feel. Just using your breath and using your energy. And by the way, I have some free meditations that you can test out and see how it feels on my YouTube channels. So if you guys go to my website, which is pinned in the comment, moonbabetribe.com, go to MoonBabe, to click on the YouTube link, and just scroll through the MoonBabes Monday Night Lives. I'll go on there, the ones that download and record. And then I also have some meditations, so try it, give it a shot and see how it feels, because what I find is that a lot of people don't really know how to use the power of breath and meditation in order to feel that kundalini energy, because the kundalini is our life force energy. That's why I really like kundalini breath work, because it, you know, gets us there faster. So it's a lot of times it's about knowing, and not knowing, then, you know, you do the things that you know, but it's also a time to be open to new stuff. So give it a shot, you guys. I started to feel less in control and really started missing connection sober, being fully present. Yes, that's a big deal because a lot of times there's a line which is very fine of a line where when you're taking something that's outside of yourself, right? This can also be sugar, by the way, you guys, if we want to get really technical. White sugar is like the worst drug. Okay, so if you're having like a ton of donuts, if you're binging on ice cream, there's also a time where your body is just, and this sugar, with sugar, it with alcohol, you know where the line is because it's like all of a sudden your body's like, ugh, right? It's easy with alcohol because you lose control. It's easy with certain drugs because you lose control. It's not so easy maybe sometimes with food, but you feel the food crash. You feel the carb crash. You feel like you're just like, I don't even know what's going on right now, right? You can't even be in your body. That's the key. You can't even be in your body. Who else is in your body when you're not in your body? You can't be fully present. So this is like real hardcore conversations here because when you're not in your body, guess what? There's plenty of other discarnate, other entities, other energies that want a ride in a human body. But you claimed it, so hold on to it. So stay in it and be present because then, otherwise there's other energies that may want to do that. And so that's why, when you have a hangover, you can have a food hangover. How many people say that after like Thanksgiving, you have a food hangover? You can have all sorts of kinds of hangover. And any time that you're just having a hard time being in your body, that you don't feel comfortable in your body, then, that's where the line is. And you never know who's going to occupy, your temple. The body is a temple. Remember that. Who's going to occupy your temple? Who's driving, right? Sometimes you ever like do things and you don't realize like you're driving and you don't know who got you to the destination because you're like, whoa, I don't even know how I got here. Okay. Who's driving? And sometimes it may be your angels and it may be your higher self, which is great. But sometimes if you're taking things, that may not be the point. So love you guys. Thanks. I speak the things that have to be said. Okay, Betsy, true. I believe cannabis can be used as a medicine too. You just need to use it as a medicine, not to get high. Right, yes. And cannabis is different because it's not THC. THC is the stuff that gets you high. So it depends on the altering state of being. So if you feel like it alters you in a way that you don't have control of yourself, and that's where like the fine line is you need to know. Like, for example, for me, I can have a glass of red wine and it's great. And and everything is great. If I have more than that, then it's not great. And that's where the line is. And everybody kind of has a line. So you really have to get to know yourself. That's really the point. For a lot of people though, it's like, I find that it's just like, I can't deal with this energy anymore. So I want something else. If you're doing it for that reason, you have to check where your line is, right? You have to know. And it's always about knowing how to handle yourself. So, but again, the biggest freedom is always how to solve all the things on the inside, from the inside. Like right now, you guys, this is one of the funniest things, but I'll tell you the truth. So I've never done anything like Botox or injections or things like that with my skin. In fact, I barely even use sunscreen, but that's because I'm Italian. So don't do that because I do it. But because I love the sun, I'm a sun lover. So what I do with my skin is I use Reiki. So I'm a Reiki master. I also believe in, energy, obviously. And so I'm working on that from the inside out. I'm working on my wrinkles being gone from the inside out. Because I believe that I have healed, certain things in my skin just with my own energy. Because that's your chi, right? So if those of you that have studied Reiki, that's the life force energy with your ki, with your chi, with your life force energy, universal life force energy connected with you, coming through you, can heal things and regenerate things. So yeah, I've healed amazing things in my physical body. So I know that if you can do that, you can also heal your outsides, you can heal your insides. We'll see how I do with my wrinkles. You know that you're doing good when you're getting on that level and you're working on your wrinkles. Anybody else here working on energy, work for wrinkles? I want to know. Okay, Muscles and Mom Life says I have done guided meditation, but it's been years. Try it out, give it a shot. Go on my YouTube channel and see, and see if you like it. And if you like it, this is why I did MoonBabes Society for. I created it to have a hub for us, it's a moon club where we use the energy of the moon and the energy that the universe offers us to meditate, but to go deep. We do real work in terms of like accessing, our inner selves, accessing those places where we can, let go of burdens, where we can let go of the hurts and pains, where we can access higher consciousness, where we can connect to our higher selves. We have beautiful experiences. It's really not like the meditation. It's not like Headspace, okay? This is not the kind of meditation that you can just like, oh, hey, imagine this and feel good. This is like you actually do work. You breathe into yourself. You land inside your body. You connect with your higher self. So it's very multidimensional. It's very, I don't want to say intense, but it's very deep. And it's transformational. So this is the kind of stuff that, it's these transformational experience where it shifts you. And every time you're done with the meditation, it's not like, wait, what happened? Like, oh, sure, that was good. Like I felt some love. No, that's like, oh, wow, that happened. And I feel, like I can feel it. And there was a shift. And that's the kind of work that you want to be doing, is when you're really, harnessing that energy that's available for yourself to transform. That's what we're here to do. We're bringing in more of our soul, birthing our soul, embodying ourselves, embodying our higher self. And so we do this in creative ways. Like tonight, we created a poster of love for our inner child. Look. All colorful. So, and I have to stick my picture here, but we get creative because creativity is power. We get creative. We go and work with our higher self. We go access higher planes. We work with the moon. We work with crystals. We work with essential oils. We work with all the things. Next time, I don't know if we're going to do moon water with the full moon, or we may actually do another crystal grid. I really have to look at the energy, but we always work with the energy that's coming, and we get into it and we have fun with it. And so transforming to the positive and elevating and fun, it's so much more fun, right? I like to do it that way. Doesn't mean that we don't go deep, because we do. So crystalline dragonfly. Yes, that high you get when you connect with yourself, and that 5D love is unworldly amazing. Yes. Yes. And I know you had a great experience tonight in MoonBabes Society, so that is awesome. Right? I know that you're in MoonBabes Society. I'm trying to keep you guys straight with your names and then with your Instagram names. So, yes, I've given up sugar for the most part the past 2 weeks too. Yay, you guys are doing awesome. Crystalline Dragonfly, my body has been slowly rejecting meat. No complaints. Yeah, your body will tell you where you're at. Danny says, I've had a lot of experiences with plant medicines and have had similar extremely profound experiences just using kundalini. Yeah, so isn't that beautiful that you can actually you don't need to depend on anything else. I'm not, like I was saying, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that when you depend on it, just like anything else, when you depend on it to give you that external feeling that you can't otherwise create for yourself, that's when you become like a slave to the thing, right? But if you are free to use your energy and create your own experience, and you're choosing and you're doing this in a sense of creation, then you're free, because you can shift yourself and you can navigate your own energy. You can create what you need in the moment that you need it without depending on anything external. This is the alchemy of our own feelings. So it's awesome. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you guys. You were just talking about this. So much love from India. Yay! I love cannabis is of nature. Opening portals to higher vibrancy is okay. It's all a choice. Yeah, so we talked about cannabis, and I guess I should be more careful in my use of words, but there's a lot of people that make use of a lot of different things, and cannabis is, it's not THC, and so that's different. So you have to be careful of the stuff that you put in your body. But, again, we want to get to that point where we, it's almost like I could make the same, the same claim for Palo Santo. And I love Palo Santo. And it's a substance outside of our body that we use to purify the energy around us. Do I use it? Yes, because it works. But if I actually, needed to do it without it, can I do it? Yes, I can clear with my own energy force, energy field. And so that's the point that I'm trying to make. So I hope that this makes sense to you guys. So, yes. Inside out is the way to go. Smile more for wrinkles. Yeah, I got some more. I love all my wrinkles. It's good. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm trying to catch up. Plant medicines are tools and vehicles, but you should really have someone that has experience driving that vehicle. Okay, so you guys, yes, Danny, so you guys are all on the same page. We are understanding each other on here. So, okay, before you're alive, I saw online that Zac Efron is playing Ted Bundy in a movie, and it triggered me. How does a soul like Ted Bundy fall so far from source in your opinion? Okay. This is an interesting topic. So here's the thing. To understand that truly, the best thing I can say is there is a book from Neil Donald Walsh. Did I say that right? Neil Donald Walsh. It's called Conversations with God. Okay. And he made, there's a children's book of it that's called The Little Soul and the Sun. And if you get a copy of that book, it's like $20 or something, but it's one of my favorites. And it explains something that I saw when I was a kid so very clearly. And basically, it's our choices that we made before incarnating on this planet, okay? Everyone is it's so hard to understand, and I'm not like saying that, there's things. So, to the best that we can understand, this is how it works, okay? This is how it worked before. Imagine yourself in a state of complete, everything is in balance. Everything just is. There's no ups, there's no downs, nothing is exciting, nothing is sad. It just is, okay? And you're in this like just place of beingness. After a while, what happens is it gets boring because it just, everything is, nothing changes. It's like, everything recircles. And so what happens is, God, the universe, all of us as a soul, we're like, hey, you guys, let's create an experience. Let's go on an adventure. Same reason why we go to a movie now on planet Earth, right? Because we want like a different experience. We want to experience something outside of what we're currently experiencing. So we decide, okay, well, how are we going to create that? Who's going to be the bad guys? Who's going to be the good guys? How are we going to have good and bad if nobody's bad? How am I going to be able to forgive something, right? And how am I going to be able to feel that? And how am I going to experience this? So Neil Donald Walsh in this book explains it very eloquently and very much from the heart, I should say, where he explains the fact that some souls volunteered to be monsters, right? To be the people that were causing the pain for us for the other people to rise above the pain. And this is just all a cycle of karma. Now, this is how it starts. Somewhere along the line, then, humanity had a fall. And there were other beings from other worlds that have also not interfered, but they've kind of been around our planet, influencing us for our good or for the bad. So to a degree, they are agreements that we made before we incarnated because we wanted to experience certain things. And I'm talking about in general. I'm not like specific, but I'm answering your question in general. Like, how do you understand those things? And so it's the experiences that happen as a result of that. Like, for example, sometimes when there's like mass shootings or where there's things like that, they are things, I know this is super hard to digest, but just try and look at it with like a broader perspective. It's those things that happen where there's certain souls that were brave enough that said, you know what, I'm going to volunteer to open humanity's eyes to the craziness that is happening behind the scenes. Because if nobody steps up to, to be the volunteers, to transition in this brutal way, then nobody is going to know. So I am going to take that on. and I know my family's going to be strong enough. I know they're going to be resilient enough. I am going to volunteer for that. I'm going to do, that's my mission, and that's what I'm going to do. And so it's really hard for us to hear it, to see it, to witness it in human form. But when you transform, when you translate, when you transmute into your everlasting energy, into your higher source of energy, and you have a perfect understanding, then it's the yin and the yang of the balance. Now, again, there's a lot of darkness happening because there's been a lot of, darker energies that get to interfere with the planet. Like, for example, when people black out and, they drink too much, or they abuse substances, and then there's like literally, and I don't mean to scare you guys, but literally, there's like demons that take you over, and they're like, oh, hey, let's go on shooting sprees. That's not part of the plan. There's also things that are not part of the plan, but because, it's the yin and the yang. And so there's only so much of the darkness that will be tolerated before Gaia will explode. Literally, that's kind of what's happening, right? With all of the eruptions, all of the earth changes that are happening, and all of the, the craziness that's happening, because it's like something has to give. And so that's why light workers are so needed, and we need to focus on the light. We need to anchor in the light. As these things are happening and they come up on our news, right? We have to shift our consciousness. And we have to, it's not because we don't want to pay attention to what happens, but we really need to give our energy and our focus into the new reality that we want to anchor, because like attracts like, law of attraction. So if you are thinking about, all the crazy things over here, you're going to attract and create more crazy things. And then if you're thinking about the light and the love and sharing it, then you're going to continue attracting this way. And that's just the universal laws and how it works. So we acknowledge it, we feel it, we release it, cancel that. We don't say release anymore. We say surrender. We say let go. We don't want to release it back in the universe. Okay. So I hope that's helpful, but definitely if it's something that you feel so strongly, check out that book. Okay. Because it will help you. Ciara, should I look away from things that scare me? If we're talking about horror movies, yes, don't put yourself in a position to where it's like, I honestly, full-blown transparent, let it be known that when I go to a movie and there are previews of things that I don't want to see, I close my eyes. Why do you think parents do that to little kids? Because once you see images, you cannot unsee them, right? So, yeah. I turn the news, I don't even watch the news, but if I'm looking for something, generally it's the Gaia channel, and I'm flipping through and there's something, oh, you better believe that TV goes on like that. You better believe that my YouTube, it skips, whatever it is. I don't look at that stuff. I don't stand for it. It's like polluting my mind. It is my mission, and I hope that it's all of you, each of you's mission, to really hold the highest state of being, the highest frequency. And sometimes, man, it's like, it's like on your YouTube or whatever, somebody's watching TV, or just, you're walking around the streets and it's like, it pops up one of the crazy ass hip hop videos these days. You guys, what is happening to the music? It's insane. I haven't watched a music video in a really long time, and sometimes I'm like, what is wrong with people? And that stuff will get stuck in your brain, and it will circle loops, and then all of a sudden you'll want to know why you feel like crap about yourself, or you're doubting yourself, or you have these like anxiety thoughts, or you feel like you're not good enough. That's the poison in the mind. So you do have to be careful. Just like you're careful about what you eat, you want to be careful about what you see, you want to be careful about the energy that you vibrate with, you want to be careful the people you associate with, because it's our job to stay in higher frequencies. This is what we came in to anchor, you guys. So we're building new earth, and it's no small undertaking. So we're doing this together, and we got to stay in the higher frequencies. So yeah, and you guys are answering. So some of those things. That was an absolutely brilliant answer. Thank you, Sonia. I feel better. You helped answer so much. Oh, good, Sarah. I'm so happy. This shift will eventually take back our universe from the low vibration. Yes. There are so many forces at play, you guys. If you want to like dive deeper into these things, I have a course that's called the Sacred Chakras Journey, where I take you to meet, your galactic family of light. You find out your planet of origin, you find out, you travel the cosmos, you find out the stuff that's happening outside of reality, and well, our current 3D reality that we see, that's tangible to us right now. But we really are shifting, and we're embracing our, cosmic family. We're understanding that there's so much more that, in the unseen world, that we're starting to tap in with our third eye, and we're starting to use our multidimensional senses to understand. But yeah, it's real. I mean, I am waiting for the day that it actually shows up on the news. That day I will turn on the news. But I'll probably see it showing up on alternative news outlets first. So yes, no reason to watch scary movies. What are you feeding your conscious, right? What are you feeding yourself? Are you feeding happy images, right? Or are you feeding darkness? We need to, be done with that darkness. So yes, okay, you guys. Going to read Conversations with God. Yes, absolutely. That's a great book. So I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. We didn't really talk about the moon, but it always happens that these are the things that we need to talk about, are the things that come up. So I'm always happy. That's always my intention for these lives, is to help and to serve and to share. And so I hope that if you guys have not checked out MoonBabes Society, that you look and see and you check in if it's for you to join me. It's only $22 a month right now, and we meet 3 times a month. Once for a new moon meditation where we do creative projects. Once for a full moon meditation where we are going to start astral traveling. On the full moon, we always access higher consciousness. On the new moon, we do creative projects, and then we always have a coaching call, a group coaching call every month where I answer kind of similar to these questions, but we really go specific, and it's a safe environment, and we talk things through, and we really work through specific situations to a resolve. So it's very healing, and it's really awesome. So yes, peace be with you, all universal friends. Oh, I love all these hearts. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are feeling good. I'm glad this was helpful. Again, check out MoonBabes Society. Check out my YouTube channel for meditation. I also have a free course on my website on how to protect your energy. It's called the Energy Hack. So go to www.moonbabetribe.com, and then there's also a free meditation on there. There's just free stuff everywhere, and then there's also courses. There's things you can get into if you want that next level to meditate with me. And for all those of you that are members of MoonBabes Society, I am excited for our giveaways this month. We're going to do giveaways. We're going to share the love. So watch everyone in MoonBabes Society share the next level of love. We're going to hold ourselves accountable by saying it to everybody, right? So we're going to share, really stepping into this new chapter, this new life of ours. So I love you all. Have a beautiful week. I will see you next week, and I will see you in my stories. Thank you for joining. Mwah. Keep shining bright and keep your vibe high. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys.